All right. So I do want to talk about this as far as what my record is right now. It is it's now 31 and 23. 31 and 23 after I just came off of a nice 14-point win in my shoot-around, that moving target score game at home. aka the Jim Edwards game. So that was a pretty good one. I made a couple threes to ensure that I can maintain that lead for the second activity, and therefore the result is a result. If I'm not mistaken, I think that is now 10 straight home wins. My last loss at home was March 19th, Julia Montez's birthday. Yeah, it was a god awful one, no doubt about it. It was the worst game I ever played on Julia Montez's birthday. And considering the last few times I did that tribute game, they were all pretty decent, and one was pretty damn good, which was last year. So I would say pretty damn good, but just enough to be good. Yeah. So I want to bring this up because I was told that my record as of right now is pretty fraudulent. I know somebody like Rob Parker from The Odd Couple would probably say anything that he sees that he does not believe as far as records or what have you, especially when it comes to Steph. Fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? So as of right now, as where my record stands, for the first 5 months of this 2025 shoot-around season, or just their year and overall, since I did start in late January, right? I've only done my regular shoot-around games, the usual, meaning myself, So, and I have not played with any friends at all this season. And if you see the overall record in there against friends, and what I mean by that record is, because any shoot-around game I would play with either one friend or two friends, it'll still be considered one shoot-around game. So if I play with Neil, for example, it's one game. If I play with Neil, Abbas, and Russ, it'll also be considered one game. If I play with three friends, the main person is me to get the win. If I lose, that means I lost the whole game. So right now, as where it stands, it is only 1-6. Yeah, that's my overall record right now, 1-6. It's very bad. The only win I got out of those 6 games that I played with some of these guys, with the exception of Julio, is right by Abbas's place, the Walnut Park. Yeah, where I played that horse game, and it got down to the wire. A very, very, very tight thriller game between me and Russ, where eventually I stole the ball from him to get that key layup to win it, and yeah, that was the only time. So, and all the other times I played against, primarily Russ, yep, he's hit clutch buckets over me in my home court, and being the visitor I am, it's always fun playing in my home court in Cerritos Park East, where I'm the visitor and he's the main guy, named McNeil, right? Those games are always fun. So yeah, man, as far as when I'm gonna play against any one of these guys, I'm talking about any one or two or three, I don't know. I know it's only May, but I mean, I said what I said in the beginning of this year, like toward the end of January, as far as, I'm doing myself a favor. And right now, even after a really nice win that got me 5 straight now, once again, I think that's my 3rd or 4th set of 5 straight wins. I still got to get help, man, because after what happened last night, You know, it's still going to be pretty difficult for me to overcome because I'm in a workplace like this where it's not so busy anymore, and it's making me think and think and think when I'm trying not to think. That's why I'm trying to stay busy doing my shoot-around scores for my older videos and all that. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I've been pretty much doing this whole time. So, like I said, I know I got a whole lot going on my plate. You know, still going through heavy emotions, still in a very tough situation, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do because nothing is pretty for me right now, except on the basketball court, but it's not been pretty. And look, with somebody that said my record is fraudulent. 31-23 is a massive improvement from where my record was last year. Mind you, I was under 500 through the first 5 months. I lost 5 straight from April 30th, the last day of April, through till mid-May, man. Some of those losses were really bad. I lost 5 straight. At one point I was on 6 under 500, 16 under 500, and then ultimately I started to win from there. I started on IU's birthday. Her birthday is coming up, and I'm gonna play on the road for that. So as of right now, I'm starting to get the groove. I'm doing much better. My main ball last year was the Warriors ball. This year it's the Lakers ball without question. I know Lakers are been eliminated for quite some time now, but yeah, I'm still using that ball. Shout out to Russ. That's one of the best birthday gifts that he ever gave me last year. So shout out to Russ. I know he came out a couple times on YouTube, commented a couple of my videos. I don't know if he unsubscribed, but who knows what. And you know, shout out to Mari as well, who has been, you know, I know this just sound weird, being a difference maker in all my shoot-around games. Her presence on the social media, I'm talking about Facebook most of the time she's there. So right now we're not even speaking. So, but anyhow, yeah, I was told that my record is fraudulent. This, you know, because I haven't played with any of these guys. Now look, you know what? Because of where my record is right now with any of these guys, being 1-6, you know, well, you know, it's always more fun and it's always more challenging to play against some of these guys. It makes the competition better like that, you know, especially with some of the activities that we do, even if it means horse and all that. It just feels so much more fun. I get more spirited out there, and with these games being competitive and close as they could, you know, it's either I closely lose or, you know, I closely win. But most of the times I've only had that one close win, which is at a boss's place, like I said. Sorry, not a boss's place, the park by a boss's place. Pretty close to Disneyland too. I can see the Matterhorn Mountain. So yeah, that's so once again, my record ain't fraudulent like that. So I don't need that kind of hate. Yeah, just because I don't play with any of these guys. Look, I get it. It's more fun that way against some of these guys and all that. So, you know, right now, just keeping my composure on the court. And as far as when to play with these guys, I don't know. I don't know yet. Because there's not been a single game this year. But for my record to be quote-unquote fraudulent, man, have you seen that I have not used any makeup games or second chance oats? Can't you see that I have not had used any second chance oats or makeup games or skip a games or like extra timers, all those all those extras, all that shit? I haven't even used any of that. Hell, I went through 3 bonus games already and I failed to claim all those prizes. There was a one bonus part for one of the shoot-arounds I did earlier in the year, and I failed to achieve that. So at this point, do I really need any of that? I don't think so, man. Because if I'm rolling like this, I don't think I need to try to go for any more bonus games. Because I'm on a roll. My record's pretty good right now. Now, granted, I know that some of the games coming up are going to be a little harder. Actually, they're going to start becoming much harder toward the end of May and going into June. So, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see how things go. But right now, I'm rolling, and it feels good to roll like this right now. So, look, it's not fraudulent because to see where my record is right now, especially my home record, being pretty good 16-9 and road right now barely over 500, 15-14 after winning Glacier Park last week. Man, it is no fraudulent. Yes, I haven't played with any of these guys yet, not even Russ and Abbas or Neil. Mainly it's just Russ and Neil, the primary guys out there. So we'll see. Only time will tell when I should. But right now, my main objective, my main mission is a new job. And for as much as I hate to say what the tariffs have done to the economy, I'm still not going to give up nevertheless. So anyways, I'm going to cut it. Hopefully I can play with one of these guys sometime. I don't know when that's going to be, if I ever get to it. If not, it is what it is. But what my record will be in the future, or to end the season Friday in September, it will not be fraudulent. It will not be fraudulent, okay? So stop hating for that. Anyways, that's all I'm going to address. So good win for me once again to see where my record is at. So I'm going to cut it and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.